Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. This time I'm actually playing on Fierlyt, one of my weaker characters. And as you can probably tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about Duncan a lot. And Duncan do what? Well, Duncan do a lot of things. It used to be that you would lose items when you died in a dungeon, and you could retrieve the lost items here. That's no longer a functional part of the game, as you no longer drop items upon death. Duncan has a shop in which you can buy quest scrolls, and before you do a dungeon, stop by and see if there's any hunting quests for that dungeon. Another thing that Duncan can help you do is select a storyline mission. Each of them is called a generation. G13 through G16 are the Shakespearean classics, with the Mabinogi twist. I would highly recommend that you start out with the Alchemist storyline, as the demigod transformation is really great, and the shadow missions give a lot of experience and help you learn combat in a unique way. Duncan can also give you information about the guild tournament, but I'll let him tell you more about that. I should probably have read up on this before I started doing the video. In the last video, I briefly mentioned resetting your skills with Duncan. In Mabinogi, a character's strength is measured in something called combat power. This is a hidden stat. Your combat power will increase as you rank your skills. When it comes to combat power ratings, there's 7 different ratings that an enemy can have in comparison to you. There's weakest, which is the lowest, and then weak, and then similar level, which won't have any tag at all, and then there's strong, awful, and boss. As you can see, I have skills ranked up here. You'll see that the brown fox is weakest to me. That means my combat power is much higher than this brown fox. If you have a character over level 1000 on your account, it will cost you some gold to reset all your skills. But if you're under level 1000, it will be free. All of my skills were reset, and I was refunded all of the ability points that I had spent on those skills, but I also lose all of the stats that those skills granted me in their higher ranked states. And now I need to close all these windows. Why did I do this to myself? As you can see, all of my skills were reset, and this fox here is now strong to me. But if I rank up my skills, the gray wolf is no longer strong to me, it's now my same level. When a skill asks you to fulfill a certain requirement by defeating a powerful enemy, it's talking about enemies that have the strong tag. Similar rank don't have any tag at all. When it's talking about very powerful, a awful ranked enemy, and obviously boss enemies are boss. Before actually resetting your skills, fully train all of your skills and rank them up. Once I rank them back up, they no longer have the same amount of training as previously. There are many skills that don't require a combat power difference between you and your enemy to achieve the next rank. But skills like Windmill definitely will require this. When Windmill asks you to defeat or attack several powerful enemies at once, several refers to 6 or more, and powerful refers to strong enemies. After ranking up all of my combat skills and some of my magic skills, the Grey Wolf is no longer similar rank to me or strong to me, it's now weak to me, as my combat power increases with the more skills I have ranked up, as well as how high those ranks are. I hope with this you can see how important Duncan is, especially to a newer player who might experience difficulties in fighting tougher enemies to rank up their harder to train skills. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick tip on how to train Windmill. It says to group 6 or more enemies of a certain rank to you, and during generation 13 you get a skill called Enthralling Performance. You can use this to lure enemies. After I've done this, because I'm an elf and I'm OP, I can press hide and they all forget about me. Otherwise they'll all aggro you as soon as the song ends. But I would recommend having somebody that's a little bit stronger than you group the enemies together for you using Enthralling Performance, and then you can very easily just use Windmill to kill all the enemies at once. Except for that one because it's angry at me. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in the second video. And if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below so I can get to them in the next video. Have a good one.